for upliftment. Giving you continuous praise on Praise 90.1 FM.
You're listening to 90.1 FM WJOU. It is now 8:18 and we have a breakfast chat this morning with none other than Dr. Helen Powell Stoddard, who is going to be here now to talk with us just a few minutes about the conference that's coming up. Welcome to Morning Joy and our breakfast chat. Pull that mic on up to you if you have to. Actually not. Go ahead. Let's see that again. Do it again. What is going on with you? No, I do not hear you. Let's see. Try it one more time. Hello. Okay, now let's try.
Okay. Oh,
there we go. All right. Yes. So listen, folks, you can join us on Facebook and YouTube where we will be talking with Dr. Helen Stoddard this morning about the Reverse It conference, Unveiling the Secrets to Becoming Undiabetic. And we're live on Facebook and on YouTube at Praise 90.1 FM WJOU. All right. Good morning again, Dr. Pollard.
Good morning.
Are you ready for the weekend,
I am
baby?
I'm so ready. I'm so ready.
So yes. You've got the big conference coming up on this Sunday.
Absolutely.
And tell us about what's going to be happening.
Well, we have a power-packed day on Sunday. Registration check-in starts at 6 a.m. And we're going to have like this amazing fitness session.
Okay.
Where it's going to show you the exact exercises and fun things that you can do to become undiabetic.
Wow. So exercise plays obviously a big role in reversing diabetes.
It does, absolutely.
And so are there specific exercises that actually, do it help better than others?
You got to come and see.
Okay.
Right. Because the goal is to get that sugar that's in the bloodstream to go inside of the muscles where it uses energy. That's what your muscles want, that for energy. So we're going to teach you how to get that blood sugar inside of the muscle so it's not in your bloodstream wreaking havoc on your heart, your brain, your kidneys, your nerves, all of those different things. So we're going to teach you the exact thing that you need to do. And then after that exercise, we're going to give you a few minutes to get yourself cleaned up.
Okay.
And then we're going to start the sessions we're going to go in and we're going to start talking to you about what has to be your mindset to become undiabetic, because you gotta be in it to win it, right? You can't just say, oh, I'm not going to be diabetic, I'm not going to claim that. Well, if you don't claim it and you don't do anything about it, it's going to claim you, right? And so we want to teach you how to not be claimed by type 2 diabetes, how to become undiabetic. So we're going to teach you what's going to go on in your mind, how are you going to have to make some shifts to be able to do this.
Wow.
Because it's so interesting how the research is showing that type 2 diabetes is reversible in 6 months, but we're going to teach you how to cut that down in record time and do it in 3 months. As a matter of fact, you're going to start seeing changes in 2 weeks.
What?
Absolutely.
That soon, Dr. Powell.
Absolutely.
Powell. I'm trying to say Powell. And I think I did that the last time.
Well, my husband is the only one that has a problem with it.
Well, wow. So you're able to do this and see results in 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
Wow. And it just takes a little exercise and changing your diet.
Yes.
And other things. Okay. But there was a time when diabetes was thought of like an uncurable thing.
It was. And it was just, as a matter of fact, if you look on some of the websites, it says that this is a disease that you can't get rid of. You can just manage it. But you can actually
get rid of it.
Absolutely. Now, here's the caveat. Now, if you go back and you start doing the things that caused it to come in the first place, it'll come back.
It'll come back.
Because that's what started it in the first place.
Right.
But if we can, what we're trying to do is to teach you how to maintain a lifestyle that you'll never have to see. You can kick it to the curb and never have to see it again.
Amen.
And then that's really kind of what we're doing. And, it's also interesting that we're going to have this amazing brunch, right? We're going to have these this plant-based
Are you
brunch.
cooking?
I did put some recipes in there, so very
You're in for a
excited.
treat,
Oh
man.
man,
My goodness. Wow.
yes, we're gonna have some granola pancakes. Like that's
Ooh.
like I'm so excited about.
Granola pancakes.
Yes.
Okay, now that's different now.
Yes, so
All
it's
I can think
pancakes,
of
but
crunchy, and it's
yes,
not I know it can't be crunchy pancakes.
No, but it's like a
Yeah.
pancake like you would know, but we put
Yeah.
a little oomph in it, get a little
Okay.
extra something in
Okay.
there. Pure maple syrup. We're not
Mhm.
gonna do it like with like some, stuff with sugar and
Mhm.
with pure maple syrup. We're gonna work with just a spread of
Okay.
delicious foods that you can
Wow.
choose from.
Wow.
And so we're really, really excited about that. But that's gonna be accompanied by music, a stress relieving brunch.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
I've been telling everybody, listeners, about that you're going to have some musical artists there. Tell us
Yes,
about that.
absolutely. We
Okay.
have Grammy nominated John Stoddard, who
Right.
happens to be my favorite husband.
Yeah.
My favorite husband. Absolutely.
Her favorite husband. Okay.
Yes, indeed. And we are also going to have the Voices runner-up, last season's
Yeah.
runner-up, Wendy Moten.
Right.
Man,
right.
the soulful sounds that you are
Wow.
going to experience there to
Amazing.
relax, because with all of these things happening to us as diabetics, we have like this increased cortisol
Mhm,
level,
mhm.
and that increased cortisol level keeps our sugars elevated.
Right.
So we're going to do a little stress relieving.
Wow.
Absolutely,
That's
we're going to do a little stress
fantastic.
relieving. We're using music to do it.
So you're going to be talking about everything to help you reverse diabetes. You got some
Absolutely.
special guests. Who are your special speakers and presenters?
Well, we have from Calgary, Canada, coming in
Okay.
tomorrow is Brenda Davis. She is the author of Becoming Vegan, and
Okay.
she has a book called Kick Diabetes.
Okay.
Right? She's got cookbooks, and so she is well known in this space for this whole idea of how nutrition
Mhm.
plays an important part in your
So
health.
she's going to be presenting on how to prepare foods, or
Well,
what?
she's
how
going to
is
be
that?
talking about the nutrition, like she'll show you what the nutritional value is in these different foods,
Okay.
and show you what to use to become undiabetic.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
Okay. Who
Yeah.
else we have here?
Oh, and then we have our Huntsville's own Jamia Pyle, who's going to be
Yes, that's
talking.
my
She's got an
girl. Oh, my
amazing story,
goodness.
doesn't
Yes,
she?
she does.
An absolutely amazing story
Mhm.
about some of the things that have happened to her to get her determination to change her mindset to do something different.
Mhm, mhm.
And so she's going to share with us, and I'm so looking
Okay.
forward to that.
Okay.
We also have Kelly Weichel-Ira. She's coming from New
I'm
York.
glad you said her name.
Yes.
I've been butchering her name. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes. She's actually one of our lifestyle coaches in our program. So she's
Okay.
going to be here, and she's going to be presenting some lifestyle habits that you can incorporate into your life to become undiabetic.
Nice.
You can tell the theme is becoming undiabetic.
Right, exactly.
And so she's going to help us with that. And then we have Dr. Rhonda Rose Davis,
Okay.
who's our fitness expert.
Okay.
And she's going to teach us how to do the right exercises. So we have like a beginning and an end. And what's really exciting is that, I don't know if you guys know the Jerusalem song. We're going to do a line dance
What?
to the Jerusalem.
Okay.
Right? Jerusalem. Right? And so we're
Yeah.
really, really excited because, to exercise, it doesn't have to be boring.
Mhm,
Right? We can do some fun things
Right.
to become undiabetic.
Exactly.
And so while you can just like do your little line dance and go like, well, you know what? My sugars are getting lower.
Right.
It's like this kind of surprise
Wow.
thing, but
Right.
it's happening, while we're doing everything has been well thought out. And then lastly, we have a YouTube, well, not lastly, because I'm also speaking.
Okay. Exactly. Right.
But we have Sweet Potato Soul.
Highlights.
Yes, we
Mhm.
have Sweet Potato Soul. She's a YouTube influencer.
Okay.
And she's going to be doing a cooking demonstration.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's going to do a
Now,
cooking
where is she
demonstration.
from? Is she local?
She's coming from Atlanta.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
wow.
yes.
Oh,
So she's
wow.
going to be doing her cooking demonstration and showing us how to make some delicious foods
Yes.
to become undiabetic.
Wow.
Like, how do you do this? Like, people think like your food has to be bland and has to be nasty. And indeed, it used to be.
Yes.
When I started
absolutely,
this
yes.
some 25 years
Right,
ago,
exactly.
mercy.
I
I'd
did
go
years
someplace.
ago too. Yeah.
Yes, and
It
they
was
give
not
us some
good.
food, and you're like, what is this?
Right.
And then, or they would just give you like an iceberg lettuce salad with like one olive and like maybe 2 tomatoes. You might get a slither of a carrot, and then they put some Thousand Island salad dressing on it.
Oh, wow.
And
Right.
and so that's my meal. Everybody else is like getting all their food. My meal is this salad, and like 2 minutes later, I'm like, wow, I'm so hungry.
Wow.
What can we do?
Right.
Like, and that really is kind of the
Come
impetus
so
was
far
like,
from that.
yes, that was the thing that said, you know what? you got to figure out a way to do this for
Mhm.
yourself, because you can't eat,
Yeah.
know, you it's just not sustainable. I mean, a
Mhm.
salad is good,
Right.
but that can't be the only thing,
Mhm,
or
mhm.
that not the only way. Certainly not with the
Right.
iceberg lettuce and just
Right.
like when we make a salad, we make the salad a meal, so that you
Right.
go like, oh, now
Yes, and
this
that's
is
gonna
good.
fill me up, and I'm gonna be
That's gonna
satisfied.
absolutely okay.
Awesome.
You know, you
awesome.
used to have
So,
to pay extra for flavor.
right. Well. All right. So listen, if y'all have any questions, go ahead and post them on Facebook and ask those questions if you have. We're going to have her for a few more minutes, and so you need to go ahead and get those questions up so I can ask those questions for her. So since you're going to be doing the exercising first, do people need to come with a change of clothes?
Yes, I would suggest you come
Okay.
with a change of clothes, just, some comfortable shoes,
Mhm.
because even after we do the brunch, we're going to do the Jerusalem dance, which she's
Okay.
going to teach you at 6:30,
Right.
and then you're going to do it
Mhm.
at our digestive
Okay.
walk portion after the brunch. So that's
Wow.
going to be a lot of fun too. And I can just see, like, we're going to be out on the courtyard. It's going to be at the Westin
Right.
Hotel. So
Mhm.
we're going to be out in the courtyard area with the sun shining.
Mhm.
It's slated to be good
Nice.
weather.
Yes, it is.
So
Yes,
yeah,
it
just
is. And
bring
it's
some
cooling
comfortable
down really
shoes.
nice too.
It
And
is.
it's all day, and it just really sounds like it's going to be a fun day. Not going to get bored about it, because you got
Yes.
such a variety of things
Yes.
that are happening, and so the day is going to be kind of organized that way, so you can
Yes.
get up and move around and do things, but you're still part of the conference. All right.
Yes.
So how long have you been doing this, Dr. Stoddard?
I have been helping people reverse type 2 diabetes probably about 15 years.
15 years, right? Now I think you
Mhm.
shared that story when you were here the first time. I
Mhm.
think your mother had diabetes.
Yeah, I lost my mother
Yeah.
to type 2 diabetes, which is why I was like,
Mhm.
this, and if I had known then what I know now, I know I would still have her, because there were just things that we
Right.
just didn't know. People like, even later in my career, there are doctors who don't believe that your food has anything to do
Mhm.
with
Right.
the diseases that you have.
Right.
And I was just like, I don't understand how we can think that. But yeah, if you put garbage in, garbage comes out.
And there's so many people here in the Tennessee Valley I know that have diabetes. So this is a prevalent, do we call it a disease or
Absolutely. I like to call it a health challenge.
a health challenge?
Yes,
Okay,
a health challenge.
yeah, okay, yeah. So we're gonna call it a health challenge. So many people in the Tennessee Valley have diabetes. I know lots of people, and actually on my mom's side, everybody, just about almost everybody
Yeah.
in her family had diabetes. Had to have limbs removed and things like that. And that's because people are really taking heed to understanding that they can make some lifestyle changes.
Absolutely.
We're not seeing as much of that as, like, amputations and things like that.
Oh, no.
Okay.
We are still saying it.
We are.
That's
Okay.
why we're doing the conference, because we want to make sure that the general population knows that we can avoid that. You can keep your legs.
Mhm.
You can keep your toes.
Mhm.
You don't have to go into kidney failure.
Right.
We can avoid some heart attacks.
Right.
We can avoid some strokes,
Mhm.
right? We can avoid the pins and needle sensations that go into those nerves. We can avoid some forms of Alzheimer's disease.
Oh, wow.
Alzheimer's is
Wow.
considered type 3
It's-
diabetes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. And look at how many people we see with Alzheimer's now. Like, it's a
That's
record high.
Unbelievable.
This is
It's
a
just
record
shocking.
high. But
Mhm.
inflammation is not our friend chronically. Right?
Mm.
Inflammation, we only want a little bit of inflammation to help us heal, but when it continues, it's just like this fire that's just burning in your body and kind of burning up your organs. Just imagine like putting your heart on fire, putting your kidneys on fire, right? We're putting your nerves on fire. Right? If we can get that inflammation down and we can eliminate as much of the inflammation as possible, we can control a lot of things.
Amen. So let's, as we get ready to close right now, go ahead and tell everybody how they can. Do they still need to register? What do they do? Can they just show up to attend the conference?
Unfortunately, you can't just show up.
We can't just show
up.
All right.
Our registration was
y'all.
actually closed on yesterday.
Oh,
and
man.
I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking that it was going to we still need it. But what I'm going to do for your guest today is I'm
Okay.
going to reopen it.
Okay.
And then contend with the hotel and see if they'll just
All right. So
more.
we're talking to Mr. I think his name is Joseph, last name Joseph. That's your chance right there. You're going to open it at what time?
I'm going to open it up. I'm going to open it up in 1 hour, and I will keep it open for 4 hours. So I'll open it up at, what time is it now?
Oh, he's in Kenya. All right, he's in Kenya.
Oh, we can't come from Kenya.
Can't come from
At least
Kenya.
not tomorrow. At least not by Sunday, right?
So then, Miss Slack, Debbie Slack. Okay, so Debbie, you're gonna have to go online today, and she's gonna have it open in an hour, and then you can register and get in just
and
for you.
We'll put the link right on WJOU, and we'll put it over here for our listeners. Absolutely. And we'll allow it to. We'll keep it open for 4 hours, and then I just need to make sure. Yeah, but then we're gonna have to shut it back.
So it is this Sunday. This Sunday, the 13th. Give the times again.
So it's going to be this Sunday, October 13th. At the Westin Hotel at Bridge Street.
Right.
It will start at 6 a.m. with check-in. So we'll once you register, you'll get a ticket that comes to your email. So make sure you check your email, and you'll bring that ticket on your phone, or you can print it out. We'll scan that in, get you into the conference, get you into that fitness session. Bring your tennis shoes. Bring yourself some wipes so you can, just in case you sweat. You can kind of clean up their bathrooms all over the place. Yeah. And then we're going to get right into our sessions. And you know what? Make sure you wear deodorant.
Yes. Okay. Does it need to be vegan? No.
Now, I would say, just to make sure, like if we want to decrease our risk of breast cancer, 1% of men can develop breast cancer as well. But if we can to decrease our risk of breast cancer, we can make sure we take the kinds of deodorants that do not have parabens and phthalates in them, because those are estrogenic and can actually stimulate cancer tissue.
Good information. I'm going to make sure I check that out now when I go and buy my next deodorant stick.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for being with us today and sharing the information about the conference coming up on this Sunday at 8:30 a.m. is when it starts. But she said be there at 6 o'clock because everything is going to get kicked off really, really early on Sunday. Yes. And it's going to be running all day until 5 p.m. It's the Reverse It Now conference, Unveiling the Secrets to Becoming Undiabetic with Dr. Helen Powell Stoddard. Thank you so much for being with us for our breakfast chat today.
Thank you so much for breakfast.
And thank you all for listening and watching online as well. We'll be back with more praise right now, actually.
No eye has seen what God has in store for me. No ear has heard what God has in store for me. Say, has seen what God has in store for me. No ear